Aretha Franklin was a legendary African-American singer, songwriter, and pianist who impacted the musical industry with her powerful voice, historical role in the development of soul music, and her major role in the civil rights movement. She started as a church gospel singer, and with the help of Columbia and Atlantic record labels, Aretha has released dozens of soul, jazz, blues, and R&B albums. Aretha was born March 25, 1942, in Memphis, Tennessee. Her father, Reverend Clarence L. Van Franklin, was a Baptist preacher who helped organize the 1963 Detroit Walk to Freedom with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s March on Washington. Her mother, Barbara Singers Franklin, was also a gospel singer. Both parents separated when she was 6 years old, and her family moved to Detroit, Michigan. Her father would leave the New Bethel Baptist Church and gained a popularity as a preacher. She attended public school in Detroit at Northern High School. However, she soon dropped out to pursue her career in the musical industry with a connection from the church. Franklin was also able to express and share her musical skills in her father's congregation.
In 1961, Aretha Franklin signed with Columbia Records in New York and released her first album, Aretha with the Ray Bryant Combo. From Columbia Records, her songs made it to the R&B Top 10 list, and her other musical albums made it to the top 50 of the pop charts. Still, Aretha and her managers were not satisfied with the results and did not fully showcase her talents to the media. In 1966, her husband and also manager, Ted White, moved on and signed with the Atlantic record label. In 1967, Franklin released her famous single, I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You, which became a huge top 10 hit. The first song on the album, Respect, was an empowering song that reached number 1 on both the R&B and pop charts. This song would gain her 2 Grammy Awards for Best Rhythm and Blues Recording. Some of her other top hits include Baby I Love You, 1967.
If you want my loving, if you really do,
I Say a Little Prayer, 1968.
the moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you.
And Chain of Fools, also in 1968. Which were all top 10 hits on global music charts. She distinguished herself from other singers by recording a wide range of styles, showing a strong musical curiosity and bringing intelligence to this craft.
Franklin would continue to improve her voice and gain fame during the late 1960s and early 1970s. The singles she would release showed her both powerful and soft voice, gospel roots, and classic pop style. Her rhythm, dynamics, and unique tone would make her talents even more famous, along with her African American musical roots influencing her art. An example of these gospel roots would be her 1972 live album titled Amazing Grace, featuring James Cleveland and the Southern California Community Choir. The album sold more than 2 million copies worldwide and became the best-selling gospel album in the 1970s. Soon, many of her songs and singles would continue to skyrocket in popularity, including covers of rock and pop songs. Later on, she would win several Grammy Awards for Best R&B Female Vocal Performance.
Aretha Franklin was given the title Queen of Soul because of her talented and powerful music ability and impact on the music genre. In her live performances during the 1960s and 1970s, a vibrant colored stage and inspiring charisma allowed her to deliver more expression to the audience. Aretha Franklin was the first woman to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She was also selected to sing the national anthem at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. She also helped during the Civil Rights Movement to support and provide money to groups and help benefit racial protests. In life, Franklin was surrounded by activism in her youth and was engaged in these movements. Franklin participated in many civil rights events and protests. She performed with human rights organizations like the Southern Christian Leadership Conference and Martin Luther King Jr.'s Center for Nonviolent Social Change, using her talents to raise awareness for the civil rights movement.
Conclusion. Overall, Aretha Franklin's musical legacy and impact on the musical industry has shown her distinct vocal talent. Her music has brought people together and formed iconic songs of empowerment and equality. She broke many barriers as an African American artist in the male-dominated music industry and paved the way for modern soul musicians. Sadly, on August 16th of 2018, she suffered from pancreatic cancer. She was later released from the hospital and died at her home in Detroit, Michigan.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a love